G'day viewers, Retro Man here, and I'm back with another movie magazine episode. Stay tuned as I walk you through this one.
Coming to you from a basement studio somewhere down under, it's the 80s Show with Australia's Retro Man. On tonight's show, Retro Man dusts off his magazine collection and shows you issue 1 of movie 81. Well, what are we waiting for? Lights, camera, Retro Man!
G'day viewers, Retro Man here and welcome to the 80s Show. Now today I'll be continuing on with our movie magazine series from Down Under. Here we go. This is movie 81. Number 1. Yes, we've left 1980 behind and we're into 1981 now. And 1981 was a big year here. Christopher Reeve is on the cover. Superman 2 was that big movie. And there's also a picture here of Neil Diamond from the Jazz Singer, and the Disney film, by the looks of it, Aristocats, was the flavour of the month. So here we go, guys. Movie 81, number 1. Let's check it out. So here we go. Movie 81, number 1. Christopher Reeve on the cover. Superman. And let's get into it, guys. Smokey and the Bandit Ride Again. That was the sequel. Burt, Sally and Jackie Gleason were back. And we've got the table of contents here and a little bit of a funny photo there with Cheech Marin. And The Aristocats is the first feature in this magazine. That was a Disney film. And we've also got a feature on Cheech and Chong's next movie. Man, that was their second comedy. And we've got Superman 2, The Adventure Continues. Great colour double page there. That was a tremendous superhero film. Do they get any better than that? That's an old school superhero film and one of the best. Let's have a look here. A bit more on Superman 2. That would be a very interesting read. Oh, look at this. Dimmicks, is it? Dimmicks Brings You the Stars. That's some books that are available, some movie-related books. And we've got The Great Rock and Roll Swindle here. The Sex Pistols, that was a rock and roll concert movie. We've got a fabulous shot there of Jamie Lee Curtis when she came to Australia to film that interesting thriller with Stacey Keach called Road Games. So that's a nice shot of Jamie Lee. It's also got a poster here for The Elephant Man and a page here on A Change of Seasons with Bo Derek and Anthony Hopkins. That was a saucy drama, and Shirley MacLaine was in that one as well. That's a bit more on A Change of Seasons. And then we've got a double page on Herbie Goes Bananas and a bit of an insurance advertisement. And The Survivor, a bit of a fantasy thriller. Let's keep going. And we've got A Force of One, an early Chuck Norris film. That was a kickboxing film. Very interesting film, that one. And we've got Elizabeth Taylor and a great shot there of Smokey and the Bandit Ride Again. The gang's all there. Smokey and the Bandit Ride Again. The gang's all there, and Dom DeLuise was even in this one. Hey, look at that. And we've got Jackie Gleason and his son, Mike Henry, who was a former Tarzan. Divine Madness was a very interesting sort of stand-up comedy, musical type movie, which showed the stage show of Bette Midler at the time. That was very interesting. We've got Private Benjamin. Who can forget Private Benjamin, a fantastic comedy that really showcased the talents of Goldie Hawn. Man, look at this. Flash Gordon. Wow, what a wall poster. It's amazing that it's still in the magazine. I would have liked to have had that on my wall. Maybe I decided to keep the magazine pristine. Stardust Memories, Woody Allen. $1 Million Memories with Jean Harlow. We've got Battle Beyond the Stars here. We've also got a great poster for the Blues Brothers. What a movie that was. And The Dogs of War with Christopher Walken. An interesting film. Got a New Zealand advertisement if you want a holiday in New Zealand. That's how they marketed it in the 80s. Fatty Finn, a great Australian kids film. Great double page there with the late, great Burt Newton, one of those Australian entertainers. And we've got Raging Bull. We've got another drum cigarette ad. And movie briefs. Who have we got here? We've got Peter Strauss. And we've got Steve McQueen in one of his last films, The Hunter. We've also got a double page here, a colour double on the jazz singer Neil Diamond. Laurence Olivier was in that film as well. A bit more on the jazz singer. And we've got an interesting film here with Brad Davis, Karen Allen and others. A Small Circle of Friends is that film. Any Which Way You Can, the sequel to Every Which Way But Loose with Clint Eastwood. More monkey madness. And that was a fun film. A great fight there with Clint against William Smith. I love the ending of that film. And Breaking Glass, which is a very odd little film. It's a new wave film. You don't hear much about that one anymore. And some soundtracks there. And we've also got The Shining and Racket was a comedy. And a movie crossword, some movie books. And we've got Mel Gibson when he was young. This was a bit of a publicity shot for his upcoming movie Gallipoli, which is a fantastic war film. And a great poster there for Flying High, the film that had them rolling in the aisles, also known as Airplane. And cigarette advertisement on the back. And Movie 81, number one. What a magazine. So there we have it, guys. Movie 81, number one. Christopher Reeve was a big feature of this one. I mean, Superman 2, what a movie. I mean, they don't get better than that when it comes to superhero films. I mean, that was up there. That was the peak of superhero films in those early years. Man, I love that film. And this had a lot going on, this magazine. I mean, Burt was back in Smokey and the Bandit Ride Again, and even Bo Derek was in there in A Change of Seasons, and Blues Brothers and Flash Gordon was back in this one. So a lot of very interesting films. Clint Eastwood and Any Which Way You Can. I mean, a great magazine. These are fabulous. I mean, I've kept them in mint condition. And it's so great. I mean, if I want to flash back to the 80s, guys, I pick up one of these magazines and I give it a good read, and I'm definitely going to check out that Superman 2 article when I've completed this video. In the meantime, guys, stay tuned to the channel because I have a lot more of these movie magazine episodes coming to you. I mean, this was a great magazine from down under. And I'm sure there's some of you that still might have these magazines laying around at home. Maybe they're in your garage now or shed. But hey guys, these are a slice of movie memorabilia. So tell me what you think of this magazine. Tell me what you think of Movie from Down Under. And keep watching the show, guys. We've got lots more coming your way. So it's been an absolute pleasure stepping back in time and having a look at Movie 81, number one. So until next time, this is Retro Man, living the dream, 80s style. Stay gold.
Thanks for watching. Retro Man will return faster than a boomerang and with more surprises than a jumping kangaroo. Please subscribe and good night, viewers.